Hello, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Students, we are here again to talk again environmental microbiology and public health. If you remember in our previous class, we were talking about the air quality standard has been set by developed countries such as United States of America, in which we were talking that if the concentration of gases and other pollutants is increasing in the environment and people are taking breath in such environment, so uh, the higher concentration of pollutants and gases cause negative impacts on public health. So we were talking the standard about these different pollutants in air. As we have talked many things, concentration of ozone, concentration of sulfur dioxide, concentration of carbon monoxide, and some other gases. So we have to talk further little bit more things over here. Uh, which has been included in that system uh, to monitor the quality of air. So you are welcome over here in lecture number 36 of the environmental microbiology and public health effects of air pollution. So criteria air pollutants, air quality index. Environmental Protection Agency air quality index is for reporting daily air quality. We will read this slide. The air quality index focuses on short-term health effects 1 to 48 hours after exposure. Air quality index is calculated from concentration of sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, ozone and particle concentrations in air. Air quality index values in the 0 to 50 indicates good air quality. Okay, they have given a huge area for this. If 0 to 50 quality index is there, it is okay. Air quality in the 51 to 100 range indicates moderate air quality and exposure will cause short-term health effects to some sensitive people and unhealthy effects for longer-term exposure for most. So we should be clear. Up to 50% concentration, up to 50% air quality index, it is okay. It is good. It is okay for a human. Human can survive over there. If concentration exceeds beyond this limit, what it can affect short-term and long-term health effects on individuals who are breathing, who are living in that environment. Flat opinion is that moderate air quality is not very healthy. The sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, and ozone NACAS standards are set at level with the proven damaging health effects with little or no margin of safety. The carbon monoxide NACAS standard has a margin of safety. So we are going to see these standards over here. Air quality index value and air quality for 24 hours with PM 2.5 milligram per meter cube. It means for 24 hours 2.5 milligram per meter cube. 24 hours concentration of sulfur dioxide, 8 hours concentration of carbon monoxide, 8 hours concentration of ozone in environment. Okay, if air quality index is 0 to 50, air quality is good. So what will be? 0 to 15 particulate matter will be, sulfur dioxide will be 0 to 0.03 for 24 hours, carbon monoxide 0 to 4 ppm for 8 hours, and 0 to 0.6 concentration should be ozone. This is the best air quality, good air quality standard. 51 to 100 air quality index is moderate. So particulate matter will be 15 to 40 in moderate. In moderate, sulfur dioxide will be 0.03 to zero point 0.1, a very sharp margin. For 8 hours, the carbon monoxide concentration is 4 to 9, a very good margin. And ozone concentration 0.06 to zero point 0.8, very sharp margin in moderate. 101 to 150 quality air quality index, if you will see here, it is unhealthy to sensitive people. Particulate matter concentration 40 to 65. Sulfur dioxide concentration 0.1 to 0.2. Carbon monoxide 9 to 12. Thick margin. Ozone concentration 0.08 to 1. Very thin margin. For sulfur dioxide is also for thin margin. And 151 to 200 quality, it is completely unhealthy. Concentration is like this. 200 to 300, it is very unhealthy in big cities, just like Shanghai, Beijing, Bombay, Washington, Tokyo, etc. Unhealthy environment is this concentration. The Nakasu standard, it have 35 microgram per meter cube particulate matter. It is it has it is standard of this, and 0.14 it is standard for sulfur dioxide, 9 ppm for carbon monoxide, and 0.08 ppm for ozone. So these are the standards and limitations and standards of air quality index. When we have to measure the air quality index of any city, we have to check this sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, and ozone concentration for 8 hours, for 24 hours, and particulate matter in air for 24 hours. This is the example. You have to remember and learn this example equation for calculating an air pollutant air quality index value. Okay. IP, this IHI minus ILO oblique BPHI minus BPLO, close this bracket, start this bracket, CP minus BP, low, close this bracket, plus ILO. So these are index magnitude for air pollutant P. So index you will calculate it. CP, concentrate ion for pollutant P. IHI, air quality index value corresponding to BPHI. ILO, air quality index value corresponding to BP low, 0 level. BP at H at initial level, break point that is greater than CP, and this is break point that is less than CP. So you have to calculate. This is the example. Calculate the air quality index for air that contains 0.077 ozone at year's average, at zero point 0.4 carbon monoxide for 8 hours, and 0.54 microgram per meter cube pp particulate matter for 24 hours. So for ozone, we have to calculate this. This index calculated for the air pollutant PM2.5 is the highest magnitude, so the air quality index is 1 to 8. This example is taken from this side. Okay. Hazardous air pollutant, HAP includes mostly mercury. Elemental mercury inhaled as a vapor absorbed by lungs. It's going in air in form of vapor, lead, and it is present in form of aerosols, and vaporized mercury will present in air in aerosol form. So when people will inhale it, what will be? It will be absorbed by the lungs. Source. It generates from coal combustion, accidental spills of oil and mining. Effects. It will damage nervous system, acute high respiratory system, chronic kidney, skin, and eye problems. It will affect the immune system, mutagenic properties. It will lead to the cancer. Symptoms: acute chills, nausea, chest pain, tiredness, cough, and gingivitis, general malaise. So chronic weakness, fatigue, weight loss, tremor, behavioral change. So this is also a hazardous air pollutant, but it is very dangerous because when hydrocarbon is present in something and that will be burned, it will go into the environment in form of vapor. And the public who is taking breathe in that environment, that will inhale and it will absorb into the lungs and will cause many health issues. So air quality must be good, and we must have to care about the air quality. Hazardous air pollutants are dioxins are also there. These are the organic type molecules, and dioxins, these are pollutants having different names: tetrachlorobenzene, benzene, etc. Generic term for several chemicals that are highly persistent in the environment. CDDs, CDFs, and PCBs. These are the organic molecules which are living in environment for longer time in form of vapor. These are generated from burning of the hydrocarbons in presence of chlorine or chlorides, and sources from waste incineration sites. Notice the chlorine atoms on the benzene ring type molecules. Probably all these type of compounds are carcinogenic. Does using chlorine to treat drinking water results in the formation of the carcinogenic compounds? It is assignment for you. You have to see this thing in your book. And we have previously discussed in detail in water treatment and chlorine's effects on health and its limitations. If you will go towards that subject, that topic, you will find more details from here. So such type of dioxins which are generated into environment by combustion of the waste material, and these are going into the air and living for longer time in environment. And if individuals are public taking breathe in such environment which contain these molecules, these are causing various health issues. Hazardous air pollutant dioxins, if you will see, varying toxins, problems with high exposure, exact effects of low exposure not known until health effects. These are carcinogenic. Some are known human carcinogenic, such as TCDD. Other dioxins are responsible, reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen, reproductive and developmental effects of chlorine. Here you can see these are two pictures, comparative photos showing the Ukraine's vector Yeshua immediately prior to and immediately follow up dioxin poisoning. This was before, just after exposing with this dioxin poisoning. After that, it got negative impacts in mind, or and this thing has taken from this website. Other aerosols and bioaerosols. So these were the gaseous forms mostly. Gaseous forms, volatile forms, and vapor form. But some other aerosols are also generating into the air and living in air for longer time. Aerosols with organic origin, non-viable pollen gender, insect excretes sea salt and viable microorganisms. Some non-viable substances are also coming into the environment by aerosols, such as these things, and some viable organisms, such as microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, and viruses. And someone is taking inhaling in such environment, so these uh, biotic and abiotic molecules and organic nature molecules, these are also going into the lung. And these cause and this generates aerosolization of the organic material, such as organic material when we are making it is sprinkled, it is human sneezing and cough from here also generating some aerosols and from winds, from waves, from wastewater treatment plants and the cooling towers. These are generating aerosols which contain the organic molecules, which contain the microorganisms, which contain the bacteria, which contain the fungi. These are going in air and living for some time. And when people are taking breathe in such environment, these bacteria, viruses, and fungi has been come into the environment by treatment of the waste material. These are going into the lungs through respiratory system. So what will happen if someone will be exposed to this environment? Health effects, allergies, pollens, uh, even they can lead to the death. Pathogenic and minimum infectious those also can go into the health. Similarly, aerosols, allergens are also coming into the air. Airborne transmission of disease. These are transferring, are traveling from one place to another place by means of air, and uh, through inhalation, these are going to healthy individual and causing health effects. So air must be clean. Air must be clean from all type of pollutants, either those are chemical, either those are organics, either those are biological, either those are abiological. When anything is present, or those are present in form of gas. If anything is present in air, which is toxic, and it will be inhaled by individual from the environment, it will lead negative impacts to the human. Other aerosols, medicinal applications, purposefully applied medicine take advantage of lungs large surface area of thin membrane of alveolar air sac through which aerosol particles, especially liquid solutions, easily pass into the blood. So, when whatsoever is present in air, it will go into the lungs through inhalation because the alveolar sacs they have huge surface area, fragile surface area, and these will settle down and will absorb gradually into the blood. Will lead asthma. For that, we are using inhaler, diabetes, and use of Pfizer's use insulins वगैरह we are using for this. So this was the health effects of air pollution. So I'm going to summarize this in short words. So please understand it and go through books if you want to be more specific and you want to know more detail. You have to read in books. You have to read in recent and latest articles. Health effects of air pollution. If air is clean, the people who are living over there and taking breathe or inhaling that air, those are healthy people. If air contains various type of pollutants such as carbon monoxide, ozone, nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, lead, uh, hydrogyrum, uh, fungi, bacteria, and viruses, and other particles, carbon monoxide, if these all things are present in air, and the people who are living over there, they will take breathe from that air. What will be when they will breathe? These all particles with breathing, with inhalation will go into the lungs. Okay, some particles will deposit at early stages and early parts of the our respiratory system, and most of them will go settle down in inner side and at last side of the lungs, which are alveolar sacs. And alveolar sacs are composed of membranes, the fragile, sensitive, tiny membranes, and the surface area of alveolar region is too much. So these will settle down well, and gradually they will absorb into blood due to it is a small molecular size and will go into the blood, will become a part of tissue and a blood and bones. So this will cause negative impact. So whenever we are living in a city, it is our responsibility. We must have to check the air quality. If air quality exceeds from the standard which has been set down by NACAS, either we have to move from that side, either we have to ask from the authorities to do something for this. Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice time.